Breaking news, the entire WWE roster are a bunch of freaks. Holy shit, what is up everyone? GoodMicWork back at you. I promised you on Twitter yesterday that I would come up today and give you a good, 10 or so minutes discussing this Paige situation. Oh dear. So everybody knows by now, Paige was hacked. I guess her cell phone or something like that was hacked over the weekend, or on Friday morning, I should say, and a bunch of nude pictures and sex videos were leaked all over the internet, and they are literally fucking everywhere. And before anybody asks, I'm not up here to show those photos or to show those videos or to provide links or anything like that. I'm not going to do that. You guys, I'm sure, all have a computer. You know how to use Google. You know how to use Twitter. If you want to see this stuff, you can go up and see it on your own. I only put it in my thumbnail so people would know what I'm talking about, and I joked about it with my Beavis and Butthead introduction. But as far as exposing Paige any further than that, that's not what I'm here to do. I'm just here to talk about it. And let me say, I've got Paige's back on this one. Much like the Tom Phillips situation, I have a lot of similar opinions on this. I feel bad for them. Neither one of these two really did anything wrong. They didn't break any laws. These are their private lives. These are their own personal messages that are for their own personal use. They're not meant for the entire world to know about. So when I saw this news break, a lot of people were tweeting me, Paige's career is done, Paige is going to be fired, and all of this. They can't really fire her. It's not right to fire Paige. Just like it wasn't right to fire Tom Phillips. Now, you can have some conversations with these people. They can be in the doghouse for a while if you absolutely must. But at the end of the day, this is their personal lives, and they have every right to do whatever they want to do in their free time, no matter how freaky that it is. And Paige is not the only one kind of on the hot seat here, because all of her videos were with WWE wrestlers. I mean, like, she bangs half the locker room. So there's one video I saw where I guess it was her. It was from behind. She's fucking some guy, and it says in the locker room. So she's doing one guy at a WWE event. The next sex tape I saw was with her and Brad Maddox, and the other one that's out there is with her and Xavier Woods and Brad Maddox, and that's probably the craziest one because it shows Brad Maddox filming Xavier and Paige. It's fucking crazy. Not really what the WWE probably wanted to have happen right now, right before their biggest show of the year, especially with New Day hosting this event. I mean, Xavier Woods is kind of a comedy act as it is, and now with this shit going on, I mean, how can the WWE, number one, ignore this, or number two, even talk about it in their PG environment? It seems like they're screwed either way here. No matter what they do, they're probably going to get some flack for this. It's really fucked up. I mean, I know a lot of male wrestling fans were quite happy with this leak. You know, we all love Paige. She's hot as hell. And to see her in these situations is, not something that's going to disappoint the male audience, I don't think. But, when you look at it from a personal point of view, this is really, really fucked up. And whoever the person responsible for this is deserves to be beaten unmercifully with a fucking baseball bat. Just the fact that as a celebrity that your privacy can be completely exposed to the entire world makes me feel bad for people in the public eye. And big time celebrities, who knows what skeletons they all have in their closet. And every time this happens, it's always very controversial, and we're in a completely different age here. This is stuff that's been going on for years. Everybody has their private lives and everybody does crazy shit, but nobody ever found out about it before because not everybody has a cell phone in their pocket. And this is a completely new era now, and we're starting to see shit like this happen more and more often. So I actually feel really bad for Paige. This is not what she needs. She's already in hot water, it seems like, with the WWE as it is, already being suspended twice, and they're doing that movie about her that the WWE has had a hand in and all of that. So Paige is in a really kind of weird predicament. WWE's in a situation where they probably don't want to let her go just because there's too much attached to her. But at the same time, they've probably wanted to for a long time, for the last year and a half, ever since Paige got injured and started dating Alberto Del Rio, and just started making a lot of just dumb young person decisions. She's in her early 20s. She hasn't had a chance to live at all because she's been wrestling her whole life and all of that. Now she's got some money. She's got some freedom. She's a hot chick. Guys are going to want to fuck her, and she's just kind of going crazy. Whatever. She has the right to do that as long as she's not breaking any laws or taking any drugs. WWE really can't do anything to her. But at the same time, how can you ignore this and make like none of this shit ever happen, especially with Xavier Woods being involved in this? And I don't know. Apparently there could be more videos to come. I have not looked online today as of Saturday, so there could be more stuff out there now that I don't even know about. But I did hear something about there could possibly be some more videos or pictures involving like 25 or 50 WWE stars, and Big E's name was mentioned and a couple of other people. So who knows what the hell's going on in WWE. Looks like all of the divas and the talent there are a bunch of fucking freaks, and I guess that's good. I always envision these guys being goody two-shoes sitting in their hotel room playing video games all night long instead of partying like the boys would have done in the 80s or 90s. But apparently the roster has no problem making their own good time. And some of these videos were quite shocking. Now, my question is, I don't know if these things predate Alberto Del Rio. I think they do, because Paige's mom posted a comment on Twitter about her daughter's photos being leaked that were years and years old. And Paige even commented on Twitter as well that she was hacked and her personal photos were revealed to everybody, and she apologizes and whatnot. So I'm assuming that these videos might be a couple of years old, and her and Alberto Del Rio weren't even together, which makes sense, because if she's been injured and off the road and been hanging around with Del Rio all this time, where is she finding time to hook up with Brad Maddox and Xavier Woods in a hotel room? So I assume these videos took place when she was still on the road, but I could be wrong. She could be cheating on Del Rio. I don't even know. Whatever the situation is, my heart goes out to Paige, because this is not something that you want. You know, her personal life is already kind of traumatic at the moment as it is, and for all this to be added onto it, you know, I just feel bad for her. I feel bad for anybody that's stuck in this position. We saw Seth Rollins go through this. We saw Tom Phillips go through this. Now Paige is going through it, and she's exposing a lot of other wrestlers at the same time with some of these videos and stuff. So it looks like the entire WWE roster are a bunch of freaky swingers who seem to have no problem whatsoever with sloppy seconds. So whatever, it's their own lives. They can do whatever they want. I'm not here to judge them. I was young once. I went through a freaky side when I was in my early 20s. Jesus Christ, the situations I found myself in. It was crazy. That's what you do when you're young. All these athletes are young, men and women. They're all good looking. They all got money. They're all on the road. It's very difficult to maintain a normal life or a family life in that sort of environment. So you're going to have fun. You're going to get wasted. You're going to hook up with people. That's just the way shit goes. I work in a restaurant. I should know better than anybody what this shit is like. So I'm not judging anybody in this situation. I just feel bad that everybody got exposed the way they did. I'm trying not to laugh. I mean, it is quite amusing. I mean, I went through, a lot of people were like, oh, GoodMicWork, have you seen the photos and the leaked videos? Of course I've seen the photos and the leaked videos. How can you not see them? They're everywhere. You don't really want to look, but you really, really want to look. So of course I looked, but I'm not going to be posting links. I'm not going to be retweeting. And by the way, nobody needs to send me anything, so please stop. I'm getting tons of notifications and actual pictures and links of all of Paige's photos and videos and all of that. I don't need that. I can find it on my own. Thank you very much. So you don't need to tweet me that stuff. And if you do, I'm certainly not going to retweet it. And I'm not out here to expose Paige any more than she already has been. But I'm a wrestling commentator. I'm on YouTube. You guys are demanding my opinion on this. So naturally, I have to come up here and talk about it. So in a nutshell, I think this is extremely embarrassing for everyone involved. But at the same time, this is something that's been happening a lot in recent years. The Hulk Hogan sex tape came out, and then everything was Seth Rollins, and that was really embarrassing, and he was given the WWE title 2 months later. So WWE doesn't necessarily punish people for this. Tom Phillips, of course, went through the same thing just a few weeks ago, and he's on SmackDown Live like nothing ever happened. He's just being ribbed a little bit by the announcers and some other people in WWE. And it'll be interesting to see if the New Day in their next Raw promo just makes the subtlest of subtle references in their funny promo or whatever they're doing with their ice cream bars or their lollipops or whatever. But if they just say something that even maybe only 5% of the audience will get it and understand, that will make me happy. So I'm looking forward to see if WWE in their own little way does anything to reference this controversy, because if they want to pretend that some of their fans don't know about this or the fans don't care or aren't paying attention, they're a fool, because the entire world knows about this Paige situation. She's been trending on Twitter for 2.5 days. So it's pretty messed up. And just like Tom Phillips, I made fun of him a little bit because I'm like, why the fuck are you tweeting this shit out? Or why are you sending these text messages to somebody that could potentially expose you if you cross them or if they become sour or anything like that? And Paige apparently has a ton of gigabytes of memory on her phone, because if these photos and videos go back, years and years, why doesn't she delete these or at least take them off of her phone, throw them on a laptop or throw them on a computer, or just get them off of your fucking phone? And when you don't do that, it just seems like it leaves yourself open to being hacked or open to being exposed, especially if your phone is loaded with this type of content. content. So some of these guys and gals and these celebrities just need to think a little bit. If you got shit like this on your phone, protect yourself. Get it off of there so nobody can go in there and release it to the world. So anyway, I feel for Paige. I feel bad for her. Hopefully, she can kind of bounce back from this. Hopefully this whole thing will blow over. Hopefully there will be another scandal in a couple of months that'll take the heat off of her, because that happens a lot. Think about how happy Tom Phillips must be today, knowing that nobody is even going to think about his face fucking anymore, because now it's all about Paige being face fucked by the entire WWE roster. And the pictures she was taking too, you know, all the selfies in the bathroom, probably sending it to Del Rio or whoever with her exposing her breasts and her butt and all that stuff. You know, that's just fun shit that sometimes couples do. But when you're a celebrity, I think maybe you need to think it through just a little bit more. So anyway, not the greatest of days for WWE or Brad Maddox or Xavier Woods or Alberto Del Rio for that matter. A horrible day for Paige, but an excellent day for male wrestling fans all around the world. So Paige, Tom Phillips, Seth Rollins, I stand by all of you. What you do in your private lives is your own personal business, and it's none of ours. And when it gets leaked, I don't think the fans should judge. I've maintained since day one that provided no laws are being broken, that wrestlers or anybody for that matter anywhere in the world has the right to do anything they want in their private lives, and it's nobody else's business. But unfortunately, in today's day and age, that's not really the case. You can easily be exposed, and a celebrity's private life can be distributed to the entire world if you're not careful. So anyway, good luck to Paige. Best of luck to you. Best of luck to Xavier, Brad Maddox, anybody else currently in the WWE that might be involved in the situation. I couldn't tell who the hell she was banging in the locker room video, if that was even her. I think it was. So that could have been anybody, I guess. But whoever is involved in this situation with Paige, and however many more videos come out, there's even been some rumors of women. I've seen Maurice's name tossed around in Victoria and some others. So I don't know how accurate any of these rumors are, but I guess we'll find out if more videos get leaked. But whoever's videos are leaked or whoever's involved, hopefully they can pick up the pieces from this and their careers will not be affected in any negative way. Because if they are, that would be very disappointing. I mean, who's the asshole? I would love to know the motherfucker that did this to her. It's just so fucked up. Think of the payday they got. Think if you were to hack into Paige's phone and get all of these photos and videos and you're the only one that has them, you could probably sell them for a pretty penny, which is probably exactly why this asshole did what he or she did. So they'll get what's coming to them in life, I would hope. I'm a big believer in karma, and hopefully the universe sticks its big giant boot right up their ass one day and makes their life as miserable as they have made Paige. So anyway, that's it for me. You guys leave me all your comments below. Leave me your jokes. My favorite one so far is Xavier and Brad Maddox are on the same page. That was, I got a chuckle out of that, and I'm sure there's many more. So if you want to have some fun down in the comments below, go ahead. I'm not going to judge you. I wanted this to be a lighthearted commentary. So you guys take care. You'll catch me later on next week. I'll be up here, of course, with my Raw and SmackDown joint review. If anything comes out, like Vince McMahon giving Michael Cole a blowjob or something like that, then I'll come up here and upload another video on Monday or Tuesday. But if not, just expect to hear from me extremely late on Wednesday night or early Thursday morning. I'll catch you in just a few days. Until next time, peace.